Then we went to Fun World because we had that 4 activities which was included. So we did that bungee jumping and tree walking and then rope way. We did those 3 activities, and after that we ate our lunch there itself. We There was a restaurant inside the Fun World. There only we ate our lunch. It was really bad. So the price were high as well, and then the lunch was also not up to the mark. We didn't like, only Maggie was good. I think the other things were like, we took pani puri and all those things, and it was not at all good. And we were disappointed there. By the time we come down, it was around 3 to 4 p.m. By the time we come down. So when we came down, the other 6 people, right, they were exploring all this zoo, then valley points, and they went to these parks and everything. What I heard from their experiences was it was not that great. Like, you can see the views and everything, but you will take the photos and you'll get bored, right? That is what happened. And then it was okay. The experience was okay. And after that, by the time we leave, it was 5 p.m., 5 to 6 p.m., I guess. Okay, you can take it as 5:30 p.m. So when we left from Kufri, we came back to Shimla. According to our itinerary, we had to complete local sightseeing as well as the Kufri part in one day itself. But I think that was pretty congested. Like, we had to go to the local sightseeing by that time, and we reached at 7 o'clock. And the mall road is so big, you have to walk from one point to another point. Even the church, which is very famous, right, that is present inside that mall road only. So, but the walking duration is really high. That is why. I think we took 1 hour. We see girls when they go, right, they'll see all the shopping items as well, nearby shops and everything. They'll be seeing that and they'll be bargaining. They want to shop. So we had that also in mind. By the time we reached church, the church was closed as expected. We had to see from outside and we couldn't see what is there inside itself. That was one part. And then after that, there is Jakhu Hill. That's a Hanuman temple, which is really very, very famous. We wanted to visit that Jakhu Hill, and the ropeway systems are also present. But by the time we reached there, it was 8:30 p.m., right? So the ropeway was not present. We had to go via cabs or autos. So we went through one of the jeeps. They left us near the stairs and we had to walk a little bit, like 50 steps, I guess. So 50 steps we climbed, and luckily the temple was open, and I think it was the closing time. Somehow we were able to go to Jakhu Temple, and I would say it was very good, and I really liked the temple and that big statue of Hanuman. It was really good. And then we came back to the mall road. By the time we come back, we see most of the shops are closed and we don't have anything to shop. What mistake we did was we thought we will do the shopping in Manali rather than in Shimla. That was a mistake because the in Manali the rates were really very very high compared to Shimla. We could have shopped in Shimla itself. So when you are planning to Himachal Pradesh, if you think you can shop in Manali and leave the things in Shimla, please don't do that mistake because in Shimla you have a lot of options as well, and you have a lot of things to shop, and the prices are also really less. So I would recommend you guys to shop in Shimla rather than in Manali. Then we went back to our stay. Then with the dinner was ready as it was included in the package. We had a very good dinner and we had to pay again for the heaters. That was 500 per room. Then we slept. The next day morning, we had to travel to Manali via road. So on that day, we had a few places to explore on the way itself, like Pandu Dam, and we had river rafting near Manali. All those things were there. That is in Beast River, I guess. But again, we got a really late, I guess. So we started by 12 or 12 p.m. and then by the time we reach Manali, I think there was no river rafting, nothing because we reached late night. I think it was 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. And we saw this Pandor Dam somehow, and there was one cable car where you can go to one of the smallest temples over there. Many of them skipped. Only two or three people from our group went there and came back, and they felt it was pretty good place to explore. For that cable car, they had to pay 400 rupees. And then during this journey, right, it was very tiresome. It was all journey itself. We couldn't see much. We saw a lot of tunnels and everything, but the roads were really good. The roads and there was lake nearby. All these tunnels were really good, but the journey itself was taking a long time for us. We didn't do any other activities. Seeing the dam, that's all we did. Other than that, on third day, we didn't do any activities. We just traveled from Shimla to Manali and we saw Pandora. That is all. And we didn't do any river rafting or anything. But according to the itinerary, it was also written that while you're traveling from Shimla to Manali, you should also visit Vaishno Devi Temple. That also we missed because Vaishno Devi Temple, I think you have to trek for 18 kilometers, and I don't know why we didn't choose that because I think we were really tired to trek that long or something else. But we told them like, okay, fine, we are not interested in going to Vaishno Devi Temple. We will just go back to Manali itself. So that is one thing which we majorly missed. I think we should have gone to Vaishno Devi Temple, even though it was very, long process to go and come and all. But if you have gone that far, you should have covered that place as well. That's what I think now.